Hey, folks, welcome back to the Field and Garden Podcast. I'm your host, Lisa Mason Ziegler. And friends, I'm just really glad you've decided to join me here today for another episode. But if this is your first time, welcome aboard, friends. We talk about a wide variety of things here, and my home base is thegardenersworkshop.com, where you can find more resources and ways on how we like to help people grow cut flowers, whether you're a home gardener or a budding flower farmer, or in fact, a seasoned flower farmer. We all come together to grow more flowers. So, glad you're here, friends. So, this is an episode that is kicking off a series called Course by Course, Session by Session. Sorry, I can't speak, y'all. This is a really special episode series of podcasts that we're going to be rolling out over the coming weeks. And folks, this is like nothing I've ever done before. Revealing our school courses in detail that only students have had access to in the past. But friends, I really feel like this is so necessary for where we are in today's landscape. The cut flower industry is in a state of growth, expansion, restructuring, and also suffering from disruption for so many different reasons, right? And I am speaking for myself and our instructors when I say there is room in all areas of the cut flower industry for new businesses and expansion of existing businesses. I want to say that again, y'all. There is room in all areas of the cut flower industry for new and expanding businesses. Our driving force in teaching and empowering is to bring more professionals into the business that will benefit everyone involved, right? The rising tide lifts more boats. I'm going to say that again, too, friends. Think about that. Close your eyes. Imagine a rising tide. The rising tide lifts more boats. Friends, we have to remember that. That thought is key to building business. It doesn't matter what business you're in. Fearing competition leads to a dead end. Working together so that all the boats get lifted, folks. So that's kind of what drives me, right? In this series of podcasts, I am going to walk you through all 5 of our flower-based business schools along with the instructors. And that includes our 3 Flower Farming School Online series, the Farmer Florist School Online, and the Florist School Online. And friends, we're doing it session by session. We will explain how these courses are helping thousands of students start, expand, and even hit the reset button to build a profitable flower-based business. We're going to be sharing the lessons, topics, sessions, and the wisdoms that have led these instructors to become successful, industry leaders in their respective games, because there is no end to the avenues that you can take, friends. There's different ways to go. Our courses are comprehensive for starting, running, expanding any flower-based business. Each course is a complete package for its respective topic that spans over a 6-week period. And there's even more options beyond that, y'all, like joining our private Facebook groups that bring students together to network, to build community, and to also network with instructors to support one another's. And that goes on indefinitely after school is over. So, a question I'm answering a lot of these frequently asked questions that we get routinely, and one of them is, how did the gardener's workshop come to offer all of these schools? And who are these people? Who are these instructors, right? Unless you're already submerged in the flower farming world, you may not even know who they are. So the road that led me to create and publish my first online school course was very long and very time consuming. The online course industry was just emerging, and I was in a position with such an awesome support staff because of my existing online garden shop and the team that led that area allowed me to dive in headfirst to online courses. The online course industry was just emerging, and I was in a position with a support staff because of my existing online garden shop, and the team that ran that allowed me to dive in to this new area. The additional courses followed with other instructors, y'all can't speak, after a successful launch of my school course. We out of the gate, we were just such an overnight hit that it started my wheels turning of what more we should offer. And because I had been a part of this conference speaker circuit, I got to speak all over the country for years, allowing me to learn and meet and come to know some of the best seasoned teachers in this industry. I came to know them and began to really realize that most of them would never have the time or the resources to publish their own online courses. And then, in addition, to even be able to offer that ongoing student support that is needed, which for us has become a daily attention task. This group of dynamic teachers came together and worked together with our Gardeners Workshop crew to now bring their messages to a worldwide audience, y'all. I mean, this is perhaps, I say this so often, it feels like each one of these new endeavors is the biggest and the best we've done yet. But this was a milestone to bring these incredible teachers helping people build businesses to a worldwide audience. I mean, that alone is a huge step for us. So, in this series, we're going to be doing a deep dive on each instructor in their respective episode. But I can tell you, as a blanket statement, that each of these folks has a teacher's heart, and they share the wisdoms that have only come from firsthand, hands on experiences in the trenches of building and running a successful and profitable business. They're just the best, y'all. They are just the best, and they are driven to help other people. So, we will be answering your questions along the way in these episodes, like, who is right for these courses, meaning who should take these courses? We get that question a lot. Sometimes people think they need to be qualified at some certain level of experience or have certain things. And we will talk about all of that because really none of you don't need anything but a desire to take these courses. We'll be going into what exactly do these courses teach? That is a really big question. Do these courses teach theory or practical application, step by step instructions? I think that's something that having instructors that have actually built businesses, lived it. It's that old saying of until you walk in those shoes, you just don't know. Oftentimes, we see folks sharing instruction that have perhaps, for a lack of a better way to say it, book knowledge, but they haven't done it. And there is a huge gap, friends. There is a huge gap there. And so, what you're going to learn in our courses is from the people that have done it, sharing their jam, their secret sauce to how they've done it, and then our continued um, community and access allows you to ask about perhaps ways that things apply to you. Super unique model, guys. So, another thing is, what kind of results do students actually see after taking these courses? So, we'll be talking about success stories of students, um, highlighting some, and just letting you see what is possible. We are going to be totally honest and share how we have poured our hearts and souls into creating our schools and how we led students through them. Our courses are transforming students. I see this because our team receives countless testimonials. I speak to current students and alumni during many of my live events. I connect with students on social media and I'm seeing the results. I know the power that is packed into these courses and see what our students have taken and run with. I hope you're empowered and excited with these insider glimpses into the Gardener's Workshop flower based business schools because, friends, the entire Gardener's Workshop crew and our instructors love paying it forward by sharing our work with you so that you can pursue the work of your dreams successfully, quicker, with less stumbling blocks, less expense, and just being there to walk with you. So, the other episodes coming in this series include Flower Farming, School Online, The Basics, Annual Crops, Marketing, and more with yours truly, Lisa Mason Ziegler. Then we have Flower Farming School Online, Bulbs, Perennials, Woodies, and more with Dave Dowling. Then, last in this series of Flower Farming School Online, Growing Cut Flowers in Hoops and Greenhouses with Steve and Gretel Adams. Then we have Farmer Florist School, The Wedding Process with Jenny Love. And then we have Florist School Online, Growing Your Business with Sourcing Local Flowers with Ellen Frost. Folks, this is an extra special first time look into these courses that are transforming dreamers into successful business owners. We will cover what's on the inside, who it will help, how to get you started. It may just give you the kick in the pants you need to jump, and we do it all during a 6-week period. All the course materials will be available for you to review and refresh forever as your business grows and you face new challenges. And I think that's something that folks that have really embraced these courses really take advantage of. They realize that when they take the course, they're hearing so much information, but they might just be taking the baby steps then, but revisiting in 3 months, 6 months, a year, and realizing the next steps are in that course. You just didn't pay attention to that the first time around. So reviewing your courses over and over again is so valuable and is included when you purchase one of these school courses. So, if you haven't already done so, I recommend that you do two things. First, that you go to thegardenersworkshop.com and sign up to get on the wait list of all the different courses. This means that you're going to receive relevant resources from that instructor. Um, They send out some great stuff, y'all, and that's how you don't have to sign up for a bunch of different stuff when you see us talk about it. If you're on the special list, you're already going to be receiving that. And we're also going to notify you when that course opens because they only open once a year for 5 days. Second, I have a really huge favor to ask. If you feel led, please share a review of my podcast on your favorite podcast app. This helps me so very, very much. And while you're there, you might consider subscribing to this podcast. I'm adding more and more episodes to the feed. And if you're not subscribed, there's a good chance you may miss out on some. Again, friends, I thank you so much for listening, sharing, following, and reviewing. All of this helps us to reach more listeners like yourself that are looking for a hand to launch their dreams into a business. Keep your eyes peeled for the next podcast in this series. And the first up is Flower Farming School Online, the basics, annual crops, marketing, and more with your friend, yours truly, me. Till we meet again, friends. Ciao.